Good morning, everybody. Whoa, I cannot believe it is already October. Where has this year gone? Well, we are getting ready to go pick up our load. I think I told you about this load on our last vlog, but let me just refresh because that was probably a few days ago. And some of you may not have seen that. So we are picking up in Washington, D.C., and we are going to California. The loaded miles are about 2698, so almost 2,700 miles. Our deadhead to get here, we came down from New Jersey. It was about 170 mile deadhead. We're picking that up this morning. This is a paid parking lot we're in. I don't know if you can see it behind me here. Let me kind of show you. If you can see up there, it's Hoffman Town Center. There's some restaurants across the street, a movie theater. There's quite a few things around here, so it's really cool. But it is $21 to park here a day. Now, yes, that seems like a lot to some folks, but this literally puts us 7 miles from our pickup. There's not a lot of places to park trucks in or around Washington, D.C. Definitely no close by truck stops. For us, this was awesome. I will put the address of this if any of you all are down in this area and are looking for somewhere to park. And there's a lot of, you can see a lot of big trucks park here. We're parked here, so it's definitely an option. And you know, you can write your parking off. It was so cool. We got to go see some things in Washington, D.C. There's so much to see in D.C. Like we didn't even see a fraction of what there is. Definitely somewhere we'd like to come back and see some more of. Let's get going, get this picked up, get on the road, head west out to California. Bust. Oh my goodness. Last I was on was this morning. We were getting ready to go pick up the load that we had set up. We made it there, got loaded. We were told the load was going to be 4,700 pounds, a little over 4,700. When they were loading it, Jason noticed, he's like, this looks like a lot more than 4,700 pounds. And then we got the paperwork and it said 10,000 pounds. Well, you know, sometimes with some of these loads, they don't have exact weights. They kind of put a ballpark because of the freight that it was. We asked them, we're like, hey, the paperwork says 10,000. They're like, oh, no, it's 5,700 pounds. All right, we got loaded, got out of there. Of course, we go to scale because we want to make sure we're not running overweight. Well, the closest scale was what, 90 miles, babe?
90 miles.
90 miles away. Go through the scale, and lo and behold, we're 2,500 pounds over on our rear axle. Yeah. And we didn't have any to spare on our front axle. So even if, I mean, it was just overweight. So the load was actually probably more closer to 9,000 pounds. Well, we can only haul 7,000. So long story short, we had to take the load back. They offloaded it. So not only did we lose that load, but we lost the load, the backup load that we had set up for after we delivered that one. Yeah, that was a fun day. And we just now, what time is it? It's 7 o'clock local time now, and we just finished. We've been dealing with this for about 12 hours today. Not complaining, just telling you this is sometimes the stuff that happens. So what, you want to say hi?
Oh yeah.
You want to say hi?
Yeah, today was not a good day.
Yeah, today was not a good day. But, you know, there's...
Lost out on a really good week.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It happens. I mean, we had a good weekend though. We got to see DC yesterday, or some things in DC, but I am fixing to make us some spaghetti squash. I'm actually gonna make the spaghetti squash in the Instant Pot. I have not tried that yet, so I'm gonna try that tonight. and I'll let you know how it is. It seems to be pretty easy. I'm just gonna put my whole spaghetti squash inside my Instant Pot, cook it for 20 minutes, and then do a quick release on it. And then I'll take that out. While that's cooling, I'll brown up my ground beef. I'm gonna chop up some onion. I've got some spaghetti sauce here. We'll see how it does in the Instant Pot. I will let you all know in a bit. All right, guys, here's what I got. I got my squash in, my spaghetti squash. I have 1 cup of water down at the bottom. The middle trivet is in. My spaghetti squash is perfect size to fit in there. I've seen a couple different recipes. One said to cut it in half, but I found a couple that said you can just cook it whole, so that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna seal this, make sure it's on sealing, and we're gonna do manual. We're gonna do high pressure for 20 minutes. And once that is done, I will cook up our hamburger and sauce and onions and all that good stuff. So check back with y'all in a bit. Look at that. That looks perfect. So I cooked it manual, high pressure, 20 minutes. I did a manual pressure release, which is like a quick pressure release. I didn't let it do it naturally. I just opened it and look at that. See that squishiness? That should be perfect. That feels perfect. So I'm gonna just take this out, and then I'm gonna brown my onions. I've got a little less than half of a yellow onion. I'm gonna use up the rest of my dehydrated garlic that I have with some ground beef, and put some jarred tomato pasta sauce with it. And we're gonna have us some spaghetti squash for dinner. Hamburger, it's gonna be good. Yummy. What is up, you guys? Well, we got a load after the debacle with the one picking up Sunday in DC. We've got one that actually is going to be picking up tomorrow. It's picking up in Indiana and going to California. I'll tell you all the details. We haven't gotten everything over the email yet, so we're still waiting on that, but we're fixing to start heading that way because the deadhead is a little over 600 miles. Yesterday we did not do much of anything. It was a lazy day. I'm trying to get some videos edited today. I had Jason update my MacBook to a new operating system that needed to be done a while back, and I just hadn't, and it has changed the format of my Final Cut Pro, which is the editing software I use. So I'm basically having to kind of learn that stuff over again, kind of. So that's going to be a challenge, but I accept the challenge and we will get it done. The reason I had him do that because I got some new features that I want to try out for the videos. So that is to come. And Jason did take an Uber and go get him a new toy yesterday. Do you want to tell the fine folks what you got?
Got a new GoPro Hero 6 with advanced image stabilization.
Damn you, GoPro! Quit coming out with new stuff. Like we need more cameras.
I'll be doing a comparison video.
Yeah, Jason will do a comparison.
Interested.
It is pretty cool though. That's the one drawback on the GoPros that between the GoPro and the Sony action cam, which is what I'm filming on now, is the stabilization. GoPro stabilization kind of was not up to par to what the Sony action cam is, and that's why I use that most of the time for vlogging, because the stabilization is so much better on this. But he did do a little clip yesterday, or was it today? Yesterday? I don't know. Today, walking into the store, and the stabilization looks pretty good on that now. So anyway, more on that later as well. Jason will do a video on that. I know a lot of y'all ask what the filming equipment is that we use. So we do have on our website, which I'll link above here, thecraftytrucker.com. If you look at the menu, there is a section cool gear that we use, and we've listed a lot of stuff on there, including our filming equipment. I do eventually, in the near soon to be future, I want to go on in the description box of the videos and at least link our most used filming equipment that we use, because we get that question a lot. So anyhow, yeah, so we're getting ready to pull out of here. We are in where are we at, babe? Hagerstown, Maryland, and we've got to deadhead to Indiana, so let's go.
Change the air filter.
Maintenance done.